so I feel like I should do a full spoiler review for Unfriended 2, mainly because you guys have been with, if you've been with me for this long, which is basically 2 years, you kind of want me to talk about it more, and you kind of want me to do it. It's basically like when I came out and said, hey, 5 things I wanted to see in Zombieland 2, hey, 5 things I want to see in Men in Black 23. Odds are we're not getting Men in Black 23, odds are we're getting Zombieland 2, but we've waited 2 years for Unfriended, and Unfriended has followed me throughout the entire time, so this is what we're here to do. I apologize for that. But anyway, the one thing that I want to talk about is basically how I feel about each character. The main guy, he's got a deaf girlfriend, and basically the thing that disconnected me from that the most was basically that there was just this kind of like awkward feel, like we don't really, when you really don't connect to the characters, you really don't feel like you're really feeling for these people. Like if they die, you're just gonna be like, okay, bye. But basically it's like he's learning sign language for his girlfriend who's getting frustrated because he won't go to the classes, but he's trying to invent an app so he can just go and learn every word and then kind of like send it to her through everything, you know, basically. And anyway, that's the first 2 characters. The girlfriend's really not part of it that much, it's more of the guy. And anyway, there's like this anti-government dude, and then there's like this lesbian couple, and then there's this other dude, and then there's a Asian chick who is like really good with music or something. She wasn't in it for very long, so I really didn't connect with her. But anyway, all these people think that they're playing a game, and then it turns out not to be a game. Basically, this laptop that he found in a Lost and Found. And what pisses me off about this is basically the fact that it's like, to be honest, I didn't really understand the point of it. To be honest, it's like, if I saw a laptop sitting in a Lost and Found, I'd leave it alone, because someone probably paid a lot of money for that. Why would there even be a box with a laptop in it? If someone leaves a laptop at a cafe, an internet cafe, which I didn't even know existed anymore, why would you do that? Like, seriously, why would you do that? If someone left a laptop there, I think it'd be behind the counter and no one would take it, like a shithead going, oh, free laptop. And then there's all this weird crap on the laptop that's like, oh, there's weird stuff. At one point, there was a really uncomfortable scene in this movie where the guy was like, oh, I need a buddy. And it's like, oh, cool, what for? Drill a hole in her head. I want her to see it when I put it in. And I was like, okay, that's really messed up. But anyway, throughout the film, it's basically they're getting cut off one by one. And in my opinion, the weird thing about this is the deaths from the first one weren't as unique as the uniqueness of the second deaths was not as unique as the first Unfriended deaths. There was one in here that kind of made me a little mad. Basically, the way that the computer or whoever, you know, the ghost, whatever you want to call him, basically he literally made it sound like he was making the anti-government team call 911 and saying, I'm going down to the mall and I'm going to shoot a bunch of people. And basically the guy was at the door and the police were coming down in his basement and he was going, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. And the computer made a sound and you're dead, bitch. And they shot the teen. That was like the only unique one in there. Everyone else was just kind of like, eh. One guy was buried alive, the other one jumped off a roof, the other, and then it's, again, I just feel like the other ones were more unique and these ones were not as unique, and that's kind of really my feel of the whole thing, because it was just not as unique as you'd want it to be. And basically that's how I felt throughout this entire film, was that it wasn't unique as the first deaths, and it just truly wasn't. In the end, they finally find out that it's a game, everyone's dead, and then we all go home. But basically, yeah, like I said, it was a drop. It was a drop. But at least you know more now than you did before. So guys, I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. Goodbye, guys.